Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis on reserve rights today, which is RSR. We're taking to look at this every week or so, but it's one of my favourite assets across the board. It's one of those assets that is continuing to build through a bear market. We keep offering information. We've got a new website out. If you look at the mainnet launch website, which we'll take a look in a second, 99% complete. It's pretty much done. It is just the final bits and bats before they launch their main net, and with that, who knows what will happen. In my opinion, I think no matter what the market situation dictates, I think we will get a decent run on this. I think a lot of people have been accumulating down at these levels, so let's just take a look at a few things. If you look at this here, this is the mainnet launch page, and you can see from the progress from start to code freeze, pretty much there or thereabouts done. We're just waiting on a few for things. Technically, I'm not sure what that last 1% is, but I would presume it is that mainnet launch factor. So looking at the charts, and this is the main part of this video, as we look at Bitcoin to start with, bang, we have pushed up towards 20k, rejected. And if we look at this chart up here, I think it's this one, let me just have a quick zoom out. I've got a chart somewhere which has got a yeah, that one. I was looking at something like this, but we got that rejection off that downtrend, didn't we? So if that breaks out, everything else is going to follow it, and RSR will follow it too. But like I say, RSR mainnet not too far away. And look at a couple of things. I've got loads of lines on here, loads of levels, and if we just have a bit of a zoom out, I'll show you what those levels are. We'll get rid of that. So this is the RSR chart on the daily time frame. In fact, we'll look at it on 3-day. Can get a bit more. Yeah. So there we go. Major support levels. These are weekly support and resistance levels. The first one being down here is where we dropped it on that major dump, and unfortunately, due to the state of the markets, RSR, it got absolutely shafted. And if you look at that from the price highs to the price lows, we did a 97% drop, which is insane because, in my opinion, fundamentally, it's one of the strongest out there, which actually tries to solve real world problems. And now is the perfect time. With hyperinflation taking a lot of countries by the neck and just squeezing and pressure. Argentina, for example, at 75%. I think Turkey's even higher than that. We've got everything's going crazy. Even the United States, the US, the UK. Nobody is not getting that inflation threshold on them. So this RSR protocol aims to tackle that, and it is a decentralized currency, which in my opinion can do very well. So few things to note. RSR we've had a nice push up over the last few days. I mean, if you look at this from the bottom of the move all the way up to the top, in terms of recovery so far, we are at 165%, but we did push up. We banged straight up into the level of resistance, come back down. That must have been some big house buys in. But from this current move here on the last 3 days, we're up 71%, and I've noticed that. I mean, I saw my RSR holdings straight down, and then I looked yesterday, I think it was, and I thought, wow, where's that amount of money come from? So things are growing, but the price is still very, very low. I mean, I'm still looking to buy this asset. I want to get as much as I possibly can while the market's having this diabolical straight. I do know the fact that the market can still turn negative. I mean, we've seen 97% drop. There's nothing to say we can't come back down to these levels. I don't think it will, but you just never know. So that isn't, I mean, if we did sweep the bottom of that move again down there at 0.001 cent, I think I'd be throwing everything at kitchen sink. But let's hope this is the bottom. Let's hope that we are now forming what you would form to be the foundations of the bottom, and then we start moving on. Dropping down to a daily time frame though, we just need to have a look at a couple of levels to buy. So we've obviously got the elephant in the room, which is this major support level down here, which could be tested at some point at 0.0034. Looking at this though in terms of where we are now, and if you're looking to ladder some buys in, then we're going to look at the bottom of the move here to the top, and so far it is looking like we are forming a little bit of a local top on this move. If you look at this here, it is forming a nice bit of a top, and there's a good chance that we do turn around and start coming back down towards the region, depending on what the market does and depending on any imminent news. If you're looking for buys, then I would use these Fibonacci levels as buying levels. So it would start at 0.00737 and ladder them down at these intervals. I'll read them out just in case you can't see them, because I'm not sure how it conveys on YouTube, but we got a 50% Fibonacci level at 0.00693. The golden ratio, which is almost my ideal pickup area where I look to buy, is at 0.006497. I think if you come down to that region there, it's going to show you that this is the area where there's major support, which ties in nicely with that 618 golden ratio. So that's an area, if you're looking to buy and looking to accumulate some RSR, then that's a region where I will personally look at buying. Those are levels to buy from 0.0073, and I would ladder them all the way down to this level down here at 0.0033. I don't think it'll come down there again, but it's just a hunch from me. I think that although the markets are in turmoil, I still think that we are going to be due a bounce at some stage. Whether that's tomorrow or whether it's a few months' time, I don't know. But I'm using these periods now to buy and go against the grain. I mean, the vast majority now of people who was in cryptocurrency have fled. They're not looking to buy any cryptocurrency. They think it's a scam. They've gone. If you're still here and you're watching this video and you're a big believer of RSR, buying at these levels when the price is, I don't know, 95% down at a minute from all-time highs, it goes against your emotions, but ultimately it's the best time to buy. It is the best time to buy. Knowing the fact it can go down still more, it is what it is. That's investing, but invest when nobody else wants to, and that's exactly what I've been doing over the last 5 years. Buying at these levels when people do not want to buy. Go against the grain. So yeah, that's levels to buy. Levels to sell. The first major level of resistance we have come to is here, so you can expect that it's going to take a bit of getting through, as I would say. I mean, it's a tough area, and there's a good chance we may not actually get through this on the lower time frame, depending on what goes on over the next few days and weeks with Bitcoin in general. But that is the first major level to get through. And even if you put a horizontal round from here, you can see it's just a clear level of support around here. We did get through it. I mean, it was a level of resistance here, and that's currently where we're at. So now we need to break through this level. Once we break through this, then we are coming up to this region here. This is the first major take profit region for me, where I will personally look to accumulate, and that is at 0.01111. That is the first level where I really think we should look to take profit. Once the price does start pushing on, and if we do manage to flip that to support, you have then got this next level here, which is another major level of support. It was resistance in the past, support, and then look at that. That is up at 0.016. That is a long way off yet, I think, personally. I mean, the markets are not showing us any type of bullish price action like that. And that's a 103% move. I mean, given we have done a 70% move off here, so that is a potential scenario that could happen. And if main net information does come out, then just have some cheeky orders up at this level and up at that level. And I think that could be some decent areas to sell. We have got another major level up there at 2.2 cent, but I'm not looking there. What I will do though, if we see any significant price action to the upside or to the downside within the period before I do the next video, it's usually within about 10 days, then I'll jump straight in and I'll identify another few key levels. Just a couple of points to note on the daily time frame. The RSI did hit that oversold territory. It just peaks into it. When it hits that grey area, it's usually a good selling time. When it hits this green here, as you can see here, it's usually a good time to buy. As you can see, it hit the bottom there. RSI was oversold. Price reacted. So you can also use the RSI to your advantage. Sometimes I use the EMAs. And what we have seen here on the daily time frame is that we have crossed over in a bullish perspective. We did do it here back on the 10th of August, but then the market pulled us down. But with this 70% move that we have made, the price is now pushing up. All the candles are now above the EMA 50 and the EMA 20. In my opinion, that is usually a good time to long, but also be aware of that we can come down and retest these EMAs. So this EMA could potentially start coming up now. We'll come back down, retest it, and then push on. We could do it straight back down and test it around here, around the 618, and then push on too. So that's just something for you to monitor as well. I'm not tend to use the EMAs too much, but they can sometimes give you a longer term perspective. But as you can see, the last two bullish crosses here and here have not materialised as much. And that's just due to the general market sentiment. Every time RSR starts pushing up, it's getting pulled back by Bitcoin, and that is then dumping the price with it, and that's what we've got to deal with for now. But I think that's it. I think that's my thoughts on RSR. Probably waffled on a little bit too much there, but hopefully you can understand the reasons why you should be buying due to the fact that nobody else is, the levels of support and the levels of resistance which you can use to buy and sell. And that's it. That's my thoughts today. I will be doing more videos on RSR. Like I say, I've been covering RSR for probably 2 years now. I've been buying, I've been selling, I've been DCAing, I've done everything you can with it. The only thing I need to do now is stake it, and I cannot wait for that staking protocol to come out and enable me to stake my reserve rights. It is an asset which I'm fond of, and it's an asset I will continue to accumulate as long as this bear market stays in play. So that's it. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.